guys just don't know how much time and money and effort we put into our hair to look like white women. You insufferable broad. You were the first lady. You literally were in a position where you could quite literally set the tone for natural hair to be the standard for Black women. But what did you do? And we look and we're like, wait a minute, is her ass out? This girl had her ass out. No, you're supposed to be pretending to be a lawyer. It was brought to my attention that young Black men are ditching Nike Techs and they are opting for Q-zips. Now, I did have to do a little bit of research because I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what a Nike Tech is. And I kind of figured what a quarter zip was, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of figured, put two and two together, but I wasn't quite sure what a Nike Tech is. So I'm guessing, okay, from my little Google search, this is what I'm finding. Is this a Nike Tech? This is what pops up when I Google Nike Tech. So I'm guessing that this is what it was. I thought it was a shoe. I'm gonna be honest, I'm so out of the loop that I thought it was a shoe. There's this big trend where a lot of young Black men, they're ditching this and they're going towards, let me find it for you guys, Q-zips. This is the new aesthetic, okay? This is the new aesthetic, which, if I'm being honest, it's not too different. Okay, it's not that different. There are some variations, right? There's some differences, but it's not, vastly different. I'm guessing this is just more so like an upgraded version of this. This is more athletic, whereas this is more kind of casual. This trend has been going on. And of course, whenever Black people level up, we have to call it anti-Black. We have to call it anti-Black. We have to call it assimilation. We have to call it all different things because Black folks are doing better for themselves. Black women, we start putting on clothes that cover our rear end. We start dressing more appropriate. Oh, you're just assimilating into white culture. I'm sorry, what? We opt for makeup looks that are more classic, timeless. You're just assimilating into white culture. You're participating in, what do they call it? Respectability politics. That's what they say. Honestly, I'm so sick of this argument. Look, we have what is called a society. Now, different societies have different rules. If you are over there in China, they have different sets of rules versus when you're over there in Japan or Afghanistan or just anywhere around the world. You're going to find different standards of conduct, different standards for how you should behave, how you should dress. For instance, here in America, we value personal space. Okay, personal space is a big thing over here. Get your ass up out my space. I have a bubble around me. Okay, they teach you this in elementary school. You only allow certain people within your bubble. That is something that we value here in America. Now, in other countries, for instance, I lived in China for a little bit. They don't give a damn about personal space. They will be all up in your bubble, right? You think you guys share a bubble. They're so close up on you. But that is literally just a difference in societal standards. So if we're going off of the societal standards that we have here in America, yes, you're gonna have to play by the rules of the game if you want to succeed. Now, are there some people that can go against the rules and go against the grain and make it? By all means, there are some, okay? Some people would call Sexy Red successful. I personally wouldn't, but some would. And she's obviously not conforming to the societal norms. However, that is far and few between. That is not the majority. Majority of folks that walk around looking like Sexy Red are not getting Sexy Red money. So we need to understand that we are literally playing a game, and how you set yourself up is going to be the determining factor, or at least one of the determining factors of whether or not you succeed. So I'm sick of this argument of, well, this is anti-Black. This is anti-Black. So you're equating failure with Blackness. That's what it sounds like to me. You're equating failure, you're equating bottom of the barrel with Blackness. Now, we can take the quarter zip and put our own flavor to it and have it still retain, right? We could still have it retain its elegance while putting our own flavor on it. For instance, an updo hairstyle. You have different updo hairstyles that they have that white women do that makes them look really classy. Guess what? You can do something with your natural hair, okay, your kinks and your curls. You can put it up into an updo that is similar, has the same vibe, but guess what? It's still you, because you're still accentuating and appreciating your natural hair texture. We always look at these different things as, you know, a way to victimize ourselves, like, oh, we should be allowed to do whatever the heck. And it's like, no, society has rules. You're not allowed to just do whatever the heck you want. And if you want to succeed, then you got to play by those rules. And then once you get on, then guess what? You can create your own little pocket of environment within America, and you can create your own rules for that. For instance, if you start a business, you can create the culture and environment for that business, your employees, how you want them to show up to your establishment. You can do that at that point. But when you're just trying to come up and you are beholden to somebody else to give you a job, you got to do what you got to do. Honestly, I'm so sick of these conversations because it's like, y'all want folks to lose. A lot of this is just loser behavior. Losers wanting other losers to join in their losery. And I'm not here for that. I'm here for us upgrading, doing better, making better choices, showing up in the world like we got some sense, doing what we have to do to get by. And when we get into positions of power and we can make decisions for ourselves, create cultures for ourselves, then by all means, we can normalize different things. Not everything needs to be normalized. Let me just say that right there. But things like, you know, wearing your box braids, different things like that, we can normalize it and show that it is classy. It can be put together well. Not all box braids are rainbow colored hair and, you know, just looks a mess. No, you can make your box braids look very classy, very elegant. I've seen it done. I've done it before. We have to understand that we live within society. In order to succeed, you got to play the game how it's meant to be played. You have Michelle Obama going around playing the victim. Oh, black women in our hair. Oh, we have to straighten our hair to fit in with white people. Oh, you guys just don't know how much time and money and effort we put into our hair to look like white women. You insufferable broad. You were the first lady. You literally were in a position where you could quite literally set the tone for natural hair to be the standard for black women. But what did you do? Every time I saw you, you had your hair slick, straight, bone straight, with a little curl in it, a little bump. But now you want to get on here and complain? Oh, black women in our hair. You had the opportunity to set that tone and to make it professional. You had that opportunity. What'd you do with it? You didn't wear your natural hair. You didn't stand up for the little black girls and the black women that want to wear their kinky natural hair and get looked at a certain way. You didn't do anything. But now you want to retroactively complain. Oh, I had a glam team and they had to straighten my hair, you guys. You were the first effing lady. There was so much she could have done for little black girls and black women all around. She chose not to. But now you want to play the victim. Sis, I don't want to hear it. Everything you say, and even as she's saying it, she got her hair bone straight. Everything you're saying falls flat when you yourself don't even want to wear your natural hair. When you yourself are not choosing to be that revolutionary to wear your natural hair. I'm so sick of this victim mentality where we're like, oh, well, everything we know. And it's like the moments where you have the opportunity to assert your blackness, to assert something that is naturally black, that is not inherently ghetto, because natural hair is not ghetto, where you have opportunities where you can assert that, you choose not to. You choose to put these weaves that you get from India. You choose to put these weaves into your hair, colorful weaves. Get the heck up out my face with that. Y'all don't actually care about asserting your blackness or preserving your blackness. Y'all don't really care about anti-blackness the way you say you do. You use that as a crutch to hide behind because let's be so for real. If you truly cared about not being anti-black and promoting your blackness, you would wear your natural hair. You would be revolutionary in that aspect. But no, we only want to claim anti-blackness when we want to defend some ratchet shit. And I'm not here for it. So let's go ahead and look at this trend.
We don't do Nike tech. We don't do coffee. There's straight quarter zips and matchas around here. He was talking about putting on a Nike tech to come outside. I told him, what are you doing? You upgraded in life. You wear glasses now. You wear quarter zips. Now, you don't do Nike Tech. You don't do those. Talk to him.
Yo.
Talk to us.
Yesterday I was in the hood. Today I'm wearing this sweater. I'm in Blank Street, gang. Change your life, gang. Put the tech down.
Tech down. Quarter zips up. You heard? Quarter zips and stop. Come on, talk to us.
Amen, bro. We out.
Jesus loves you. We love you. Have a blessed rest of your day.
Now, these brothers look clean. They did tell a few jokes. Glasses are not the pinnacle of I'm no longer ratchet or ghetto. You can be ghetto and ratchet and have some glasses on. But I think they look clean here. They look clean, well put together. Ain't nothing wrong with some coffee, okay? So to call this anti-black is weird to me. Adidas is so stupid, so messy. Talking about say less. These companies, you have to understand, these companies are finding any moment that they can to market. Me personally, I would delete those comments unless they sponsoring you, okay? Unless they about to send you some money, send you some quarter zips from their line, from their latest line, then I would delete they because they're just trying to get free marketing off of you. I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with Nike Tech, okay? Like I said, I looked at it. I don't think that there's anything inherently ratchet or ghetto about it. But what I will say is time and place. Okay, there is a time and a place for a quarter zip. There's a time and a place for a Nike Tech. And so as long as we can understand time and place, I don't see the issue with it. Now, I feel like there are other factors, right? Other factors that would contribute to making a Nike Tech look ghetto. If your pants are hanging off your ass and I can see your drawers, that's obviously communicating something very specific, something very ratchet. But like I said, I don't think that this necessarily is ghetto. It's activewear, it's athleisure for men. Like I said, time and place. People are wanting to have a conversation and talk about how, you know, the quarter zip is white supremacy.
Nah, y'all, what's up, y'all? As you see, I have my quarter zip on. So I'm going to speak on this. People using it as a way to put down Nike Techs. Nike Techs. What is Nike Techs a symbol for? You know what is a symbol for? Like they're saying, I saw a post that said, the CIA is punching the air right now. Why would the CIA be punching the air at black men assimilating to whiteness in order to be more successful? Why? It's sad, like I need to dress like this or behave like this in order to be treated a different way. Why can't I just be myself? But if I say that, y'all gonna call me too woke, so y'all got it. But y'all feel me? Like I've been doing this shit, bro. Like I got this shit like years ago. This shit probably,
This part about, oh, you guys are saying the CIA is punching the air. The reason why people are saying that is because when we move away from behaving like ratchet imbeciles, guess what? We put ourselves at a better position. They can no longer continue to push this narrative about how black people is synonymous with ratchetness, synonymous with niggatry. If we are presenting ourselves respectfully within society, how we take care of ourselves, how we appear, like, look, he has clean braids. I would say that his hair is professional. His hair is professional. It's still blackety black, but it's professional. He got some clean braids in his hair. So you can still preserve your blackness while still presenting it in a way that is classy, well put together, that doesn't scream, I'm a Pookie Ray Ray. Oh, the CIA is punching the air. Because if you're saying that there is an entire system of white supremacy that is against you, then I would think that they would, yes, want you to act ratchet. If a system is a white supremacist system, they would want you to act ratchet because guess what? I can lock up a bunch of ratchet Negroes and nobody's gonna give a damn. I can put them into modern day slavery. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to bat an eye because they're gonna look at you as a criminal anyways, because criminality and ratchetness, they kind of go hand in hand. Not always, but for the most part, when we see ratchetness, more times than not, we're also seeing criminality. If a lot of black people en masse are taking the time to present themselves in a respectful manner, learning how to articulate themselves, expanding their vocabulary, educating themselves. And when I say educating themselves, I'm not necessarily talking about college because there are a lot of stupid folks in college that get degrees. If you are gonna say that we live under a system of white supremacy, then yeah, the CIA would be punching the air for that very reason. Because the moment we start playing the game to win, more of us will win. More of us will start to gain access to resources, gain access to wealth, gain access to spaces that we normally would not have access to. We could change the tide of how people view Black folks. We could truly change it if we correct our image, correct our behavior. But y'all want to hear that. Y'all would rather say, you're just assimilating to whiteness. You're just being anti-Black. There's nothing anti-Black about saying you can wear your hair natural. You can wear your braids. As long as you put yourself together, then it is acceptable. Because I will hold the line that your braids are acceptable. I will hold the line and say that that is professional. If I see this hairstyle, I'm not thinking it's unprofessional because it's braids. These are areas where we can really put our foot down. But if you're wanting to put your foot down that we should just accept everything and anything, then you've lost me. You've lost the plot. Oh, you should just be able to accept me as I am. That doesn't work anywhere. Okay? This accept me as I am nonsense does not work anywhere. Hell, if you want to have a conversation about accepting me as I am, how about you go to those little street gangs within these Black neighborhoods, these poor neighborhoods, and tell them to start accepting folks wearing different colors of clothes? If you want to get on the bandwagon of accept me as I am, how about you start there? Where, you can walk down the street wearing something purple and not get accosted because they think you're a part of some gang, or wear something red without somebody thinking that you're part of some gang, or wear something blue without people thinking that you're a part of a gang. How about you start there with accept me as I am? That seems a little bit more fruitful and within our reach. Now, if we want to say you should be able to accept me as I am, are you telling me, okay, let's talk about it. Let's say you have a child in elementary school and the teacher shows up to school dressed like Sexy Red with her titties out, booty out, and she ready to teach your daughter her 1, 2, 3s and her ABCs. You accepting that? Or would you be at the school like, what in the actual hell is going on here? Why the teacher ain't got no damn clothes on? This accept me as I am nonsense, it does not work. There are rules and regulations to everything. And there's also time and place. So we're not going to sit over here and do this blanket say, you should accept us as we are. Like, there are parameters that you need to fall in line with. If you are working a corporate job, there is a culture within that corporate job. You need to get on board with it. Just like a club. If I were to get a job working at a club, guess what? There's a dress code for that. I don't think they would appreciate me showing up in a hoodie and some sweatpants and they're there to see ass and titties. Let's be so for real. There are dress codes for everything in life. So this take me as I am, it doesn't hold water. People want to say stuff like this because it sounds good, but on paper it doesn't work. In practice, it does not work. I don't think there's anything wrong with brothers adopting the quarter zip. Every single time we try to level ourselves up, here come all the Black folks that want to keep us behind, that want to keep us in a subservient position, want to keep us second-class citizens so they can continue to play the victim every chance they get. I'm for results. What is going to give us better results? And I'm here to tell you, presenting yourself in a respectful manner, that is going to yield better results. Is it a guarantee? No, nothing's a guarantee. I can't guarantee that you go into that interview and you look presentable and all these other things that you are for sure gonna get that job. No, but it's all about bettering your chances. I will never co-sign this idea of, if I do this, it doesn't mean I'm going to get it, so I might as well not try. No, that's loser talk. That is absolute loser behavior. I want us to go into the mentality that I'm going to put in the work, I'm going to try my best, and I'm going to keep trying until I get the results that I want. And I'm going to analyze, okay, what did I do here that I could tweak to do better so that when I go into my next interview, I get the job. We have such a loser mentality ingrained, and this isn't just with Black folks, this is just across the board. I see losery. I see it everywhere. I'm just like, you can't guarantee a damn thing in life. The only thing that is guaranteed is death. Even with my YouTube channel, there's no guarantee I'm gonna get views. For the longest, I wasn't getting views. But I kept trying because it's something that I wanted. I wanted to succeed here, so I kept trying. And that's what I want Black folks to do. I want us to keep trying. I want us to put our best foot forward. I'm not gonna sit over here and put the cape on for a bunch of ratchet stuff that is holding us back, that is keeping us from rising to the occasion and meeting our full potential. That's part of the reason why I'm so disillusioned with a lot of these pro-Black spaces, because they'll say nonsense like this, and it's just like, it's completely antithetical to the idea of growth. It's antithetical to the idea of progress and getting what we truly want out of life.
A lot of y'all's humor stopped evolving in middle school, and that's why you still think that childish, stupid, and offensive things are funny. And it makes me sad because, like, we could be so funny as a collective, but then y'all just start laughing at weird shit. How do y'all find this quarter zip shit funny? Genuinely. I swear, every couple of months, y'all take something that's popular in the Black community, like a Nike tech, and then start calling it words like ghetto and childish, and then find an alternative for it that's more popular in the white community and call that distinguished and for grown men. And then y'all throw your hands up in the air and look in the sky and wonder why they perpetuate the idea that everything that we do is ghetto and wrong and terrible. It's y'all fault. Y'all paved the way for this shit. If you were childish and stupid in the Nike tech, you're still gonna be childish and stupid in the quarter zip. Wear whatever jacket you like.
That last part, if you are childish in a Nike tech and you put on a quarter zip, you still gonna be child. I agree 1000%. It's not just about what you wear. Now, with that being said, I know that a lot of people, when they're trying to change their perspective, one of the things that you're told to do is dress like the person you want to be. Okay, dress like the job you want to have, dress like the career you want to have, dress like the person you want to be in 5 years so that you can start on that journey of becoming that person. There is something positive about dressing for where you want to be in life. I don't think we understand. The clothes we put on really do affect how we behave, right? I don't know, ladies, you guys could tell me if you've experienced this, but when you put on like a gown, let's say you put on a gown for like prom, or if you're going to an event and you put on a very beautiful gown, doesn't it make you just feel extra dainty? Like you feel like you just have to be a little bit more delicate with things. You know, you want to take your time. You know, it's just the energy is different versus if I had on some athleisure wear, or if I just had on like, you know, some pajama pants and a bonnet and a big old t-shirt with stains on it. Like the clothes we wear, it really does affect how we present ourselves. I do agree that it does take more than just changing the clothes. I do think that changing the clothes is a good starting point. People are associating quarter zips with you're assimilating into white supremacy. You're assimilating into white culture, as opposed to you're assimilating into business culture, because it has nothing to do with whiteness. It's business culture. It's business casual, better yet. It's business casual culture, but y'all want to call everything white. Okay, that's the problem. Y'all want to call everything white, as if there aren't white rednecks that wear overalls and all sorts of stuff. Like, let's be so for real here. There are white people that dress like, you know, Hicks or trailer trash or whatever the case may be. That's white people wearing clothes. So are we going to associate everything that white people put on as, oh, that's white? Like, no, there are different cultures within society, and not all of it is white. For instance, biker culture. That's not, you don't just put that under the umbrella. Stop giving credit to all white people for every single subculture within America. There is biker culture, okay, where they have the leather jackets that have all the, you know, all the stuff on them, and you know what I mean? That has a culture in of itself. Just like corporate culture. There is a culture within corporate America. There's a culture within, you know, cosmetology. There are different cultures within society. Stop attributing every single culture to the overarching umbrella of whiteness. You could do your quarter zip, do it in a way that fits with your personality, that fits with, you know, your other cultures that you're a part of, because we're not all just one culture. We're a part of various cultures. Mixing and matching and putting it together so it's still presentable, but it represents you. That's the whole art of fashion. Like, that's what fashion is about. Stop attributing everything to white people. And if you feel like it's just so white, like, why don't you come up with some designs that are blackity black, but still professional, still meet the guidelines of professionalism? Because we do have an American culture, and there is a professionalism within America, and we can find ways to bring ourselves into that culture and represent, like I said. And I bring up the example that I used earlier. A nice updo for a black woman going to an event. You can wear your natural hair, put it up into a very classy looking updo that still preserves the natural texture of your hair. You know, it still accentuates the thickness, the fullness, all of that, and it will still be classy. It's your own take. See, the argument of I should be able to show up how I am, these are the same folks that want you to be able to show up out in the world with a bonnet on and be taken seriously. Do you think that, I'm going to use the white man for this, do you think that professional white people, when they see a white woman out there in public with pajamas on, rollers in her hair, do you think that they're looking at her as, oh my God, she's so upstanding. This is a wonderful example of a Caucasian woman? No, they're not. My bonnet video, a lot of the comments that I have from white people was that they're sick and tired of seeing pajamas out in the public. And guess who be wearing pajamas out in the public? It's not all black folks. It's people within their community doing it too. They don't like that. It makes you look dirty, like you just rolled out of bed, because you probably did. Not everything has to do with anti-blackness. And I really hate that we throw that term out there so often because it bastardizes situations where anti-blackness is truly present. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Y'all are calling the quarter zip anti-black. People have become so desensitized to the conversation around racism, they don't give a damn no more. Why? Because we call everything under the sun anti-black. Oh, you made me uncomfortable. It's anti-blackness. Oh, I was robbing the store and you guys arrested me. It's anti-black. I've seen those videos too. We use race way too often to the point where nobody cares. It's desensitized. So when situations arise that are truly anti-black, that are truly racist, nobody cares. Because when it called everything under the sun anti-black, they're just like, oh, the blacks are complaining again. Oh, they're just woke. They're just complaining again. So I really need us to get a clue. There is nothing wrong with a quarter zip. To her other point about how, black folks will start doing something and then we call it ghetto, we call it ratchet. Look, some things are just effing ratchet. Some things look a mess. Objectively, within our American society, some things just look a damn mess. And it looks a mess whoever puts it on. For instance, those eyelashes that are so thick you look like Baby Bop. I've seen all kinds of women wearing them. It looks disgusting on all of them. It makes you look ratchet and ghetto. Now look, I don't think blackness is synonymous with ratchet and ghetto. That's what y'all think. I think that there are a lot of things that are ratchet and ghetto, has nothing to do with black people. Kasha's wife, that little thought pocket we reacted to the other day, I think her behavior is ratchet and ghetto. That woman ain't got nothing associated with blackness. Ain't nothing about her black. I still think that is ratchet and ghetto. But see, the problem is y'all think that ratchet equates to black. That's the problem. So whenever people call something ratchet and ghetto, you think it's a dog whistle for blackness. For some, maybe that's true. But we need to get out of our feelings and think objectively, okay? When we keep thinking with our feelings, oh, they're seeing it. Like, no, look at it objectively. What culture are you trying to assimilate to? Are you trying to fit in with ratchet ghetto culture? By all means, if that's what you're doing, put the bonnet on, put the long booty particle nails on, the ginormous eyelashes, all that ratchet. Put it on and be in that culture. But if you're saying that you want to move up in life, you want to break free from ghetto ratchet culture, you want to be able to go out and get a corporate job or get a higher paying job, all these different things, guess what? You got to assimilate into that particular culture. If you are trying to be in corporate America, that has a culture. They have a certain dress code. If you want to be a stripper, they have a dress code. I can't show up to the strip club in a Hillary Clinton pantsuit and think that they're gonna hire me if I wanted to work at the strip club. No, I'd have to have the Magic City uniform if I wanted to get a job there. Every single aspect of our country has a different culture. So depending on where you wanna be, that's how you gotta dress. And if you think that you can show up looking like you're ready for the poll and we're supposed to take you seriously in corporate America, get a effing clue.
This new quarter zip trend in the black community is absolutely chef's kiss. Mwah. I love it. If you guys have been on TikTok at all recently, you guys have probably seen the revolution of the quarter zip in the black community. They're going from YNs to YGs. I know the CIA is punching in the air, just mad about this trend. For once, we are getting a W in the community. And I do like that it's evolving quickly. They're going from quarter zips and matcha, and now I've already seen full suits and black coffee. I love this. But you know what I really like about this, guys? It's going towards black dandyism. It's going to hit. These younger guys are going to eventually find out about black dandyism, and it's going to be game over. It's going to be game over. So Let me put you guys on the game. If you're watching this video and you're getting into the quarter zip feel, you're saying you're trying to make it look good, you're trying to not talk to a shorty and ask for her Instagram, but ask for her LinkedIn instead, I'm gonna put you onto a book. I'm gonna put you on the game. Give me 1 second. This is a book called Superfine or Superfine, whatever you want to say. I say Superfine.
A lot of folks have no idea about their own Black history. There were a lot of Black folks back during slavery that were really a part of dandyism. The hallmark of it is extremely tailored clothes, very clean cut. You see how like they're mixing the patterns, but everything is well fitted. Black history has a root in dandyism. That's another way we can continue to express ourselves, express our Blackness, but still meet the expectations of an elevated culture or a corporate culture. Jay Tillman, you said most pro-Black people put white people on a pedestal so that when they see another Black person dressing outside of Ratchet culture, they associate it with wanting to be white. Exactly. Stop putting these folks on a pedestal. Y'all do more for white supremacy than a Nick Fuentes ever could. I love this for the young Black men. Black women, we need to get on code as well. Not every setting has to be something from a music video, from a rap music video, a drill music video. Not everything has to be that. We can be ourselves, be our full Blackity Black selves in different settings and still be appropriate. But the moment you tell me that you want to be able to wear your bonnet and your booty particle nails and all this other stuff in like a corporate setting, understand you've lost the plot. For instance, we were watching that stupid, like it's so stupid, you guys. At this point, we're hate watching it, but all's fair. There was a scene in like the second episode, I think it was, where they showed Kim Kardashian. She was in the office and she was working out a deal. And then when they were celebrating the deal, they did a whole thing where they were doing a toast. And we look and we're like, wait a minute, is her ass out? This girl had her ass out. No, you're supposed to be pretending to be a lawyer. You're supposed to be pretending to be a lawyer that people take seriously, and you got your ass out? You look like you're ready for the strip club. You don't look like you're ready for the law firm or the courtroom or any of that, okay? Stop attaching your Blackness to ratchetness because it's not the same thing.